Although I'm both proud and honored to be standing here representing the cadet class of '66, I and every single member of my classmates behind would much rather this position be occupied by Cadet Colonel Randy Dixon, who was the unequivocal leader of our class and who unfortunately perished in a tragic carrier landing accident. It was a very poignant and meaningful memorial service immediately prior to the ceremony, honoring the memory of Randy and the rest of our classmates. I'd like to make a quick addendum to my biography that's not written. Everybody knows BMOC, the big man on campus. I was a variation of that for the class of '66. I was the IOC, in that I had the distinction of being the first, I believe the only cadet who was at the end of fall quarter freshman year on
ladies
both
are in my view
academic
here.
and military probation, which made mom and dad very proud, as you can imagine. So if we got any slow starters out there, take heart, there is hope. I would also tell you, take heed. At some point, you're going to want to reach inside, hit that reset button we all have that says maybe you're making this too hard. I finally found mine and was actually the ranking sophomore in M Company at the end of my freshman year. The reason I say that is one of your cadre, Colonel Patience Larkin, directed me in an email in my 5 minutes of presentation to describe what Virginia Tech meant to me personally. And there you have it. I'm not very deep, and there you see the effect it had from freshman to senior year. But for more drama and more long range, we had a ROTC instructor when I was here. His name was Major Jeff Tootin, Rootin' Tootin we called him, not to his face. He was an airborne ranger. He was special forces. He'd already done a tour in Vietnam before anybody could spell Vietnam, much less point it out on a map. He saw some abnormal streak in me, maybe a kindred spirit, took me under his wing, and actually encouraged the formation of the Ranger Company here. I had a chance last night to talk to that company, and I have to tell you, I have not seen a fitter, better looking group of men since I left active duty Rangers. That company is in great hands. Once we were formed, Major Tootin organized a trip for us to his stomping grounds, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, home of the 82nd Airborne Division and the Green Berets. We all jumped out of a 34-foot training tower. We all watched the Gabriel demonstration, which is an annual event hosted by the Green Berets to highlight their medical, weapons, hand-to-hand combat, and linguistic skills. And we were privy to a jaw-dropping demonstration of the Fulton recovery system, whereby an individual in a harness attached to a 500-foot lanyard up to a balloon is snatched off the earth by a C-130 flying 130 knots. Several of us had volunteered to be the snatchees for that mission because we had never seen it. Once we saw it, there were silent prayers all the way around that none of us were selected. But can you imagine the effect that had on a group of eager cadets? For me, you don't have to look very far again. It's directly reflected in the fact that I served in all 3 active duty Ranger battalions and spent 23 of my 30 years with paratroopers. So you'll see the effect that this hallowed institution will have on you, not just throughout your academic career, but will follow you professionally wherever you go. There is no denial of that. It has been great coming back and reconnecting with my classmates. You'll find this hard to believe, I do, but I think they're a better looking group now than what I remember. And I attribute that to the Blacksburg water. Either that or my eyesight. It's also great to get back to campus. I haven't been here in 50 years, and I recognize 2 things, Burris Hall and the drill field. The rest of it has undergone amazing transformations. We couldn't be prouder. Still has the Hokie Stone charm to it, but the change is dramatic. Best of all for us, the highlight is right now, seeing you in formation. Cadet Corps looks amazing. Can't wait to see you pass and review. We know that you are going to do wonderful things. We are so proud of you. We are so proud of the fact that you're standing this formation on our behalf. Right where it started for us is where it started for you. Hard to believe 50 years ago today, we stood there honoring the class of 1916. The difference between your ceremony and ours is we actually had to shoo a couple of dinosaurs off the drill field prior to passing in review. So we wish you Godspeed. You again are going to make Virginia Tech and us so proud. Best of luck. Ut prosum sua sponte. We wish you nothing but soft landings.
Whoop.